Welcome to Tech in the Car. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Nest cameras, the indoor camera, the outdoor camera, the IQ cameras, and the Nest Hello Video Doorbell. I'm going to explain what they are, how they work, what they do, and give you some examples. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. What do Nest cameras do? What are they all about? What do they stand for? These cameras are security cameras. They're there to keep an eye on your home, on your family, on your pets. They're there to keep an eye on your car, on anything which is valuable or important to you. Maybe you're a business owner, it can keep an eye on your business for you. Whatever's important to you, that's what the cameras are there for you to have that peace of mind that you can keep an eye on whoever or whatever it is that you find important and want to make sure is safe and secure. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are because they use Wi-Fi. So using the Nest or the Google Home app, you can see anywhere in the world what's happening at your home and get alerts. So that's what they're about, but there's a bit more to it than that. The cameras are always recording. They're encrypted with the video footage, so it's safe and secure, nobody can access it. And they're able to give you alerts when something happens. The always recording part is really, really important here because lots of other cameras, they're not always recording. They have inherent weaknesses and inherent problems. For example, take a standard CCTV wired camera system. It will have a hard drive backup. The disadvantage of that is somebody could break in and steal that footage. If you have a Wi-Fi internet connected camera, at the same time, they are much more secure because nobody can break in and steal them. As soon as somebody walks in front of that camera, the footage is there in the cloud and you can see them. So it's much safer. It's also more secure because nobody can actually take that data and walk away with it. The footage that Nest keeps is secure and encrypted. No one, not even Nest or Google, can get into it. So it's really, really important to know this data is safe, it's secure, it's in the cloud, and no matter what a thief tries to do, just by walking anywhere near the cameras, and we'll talk about the differences between the cameras and how they work in a minute, they're going to be caught red-handed. Or, you know, if you want to see what your dog is doing, like I like to do, or if you want to keep an eye on your parents or your business, it's all there safely and securely for you wherever you are in the world. So that's what they're about, that's what they do. Let's start with dividing the cameras up into two categories, the IQ cameras and the standard cameras. The standard cameras include the Nest indoor camera and the Nest outdoor camera, and the IQ camera range includes the indoor and outdoor IQ and also the Nest Hello Video Doorbell. What do the IQs do that are different to the Nest standard cameras? They're more intelligent, that's why they're being called IQ cameras. This is a Nest Cam indoor camera, as you can see. And this is what it looks like. The Nest indoor camera has an interesting design. It's black, it's easy to see, it's very solid, it can move in many different directions. You can pop it out of the frame as well. You can do many, many things with it. In the box there's also a magnetic base that you can screw into the wall so you can mount it on the wall. And it's a very easy to understand and recognize product. It has intelligent alerts that will let you know when it sees a person in your home if you have the Nest Aware subscription. And you can also set up activity zones which let you know if there's movement in a specific area. Say you want to keep an eye on your baby and make sure it doesn't climb out of the crib, or you want to make sure your dog stays in a certain area. You can set up activity zones which will alert you when there's movement outside of those areas. You can also use those activity zones to discount areas that might be busier, like if the camera's facing out into the road with an outdoor camera, you can then use the activity zone to say, hey, don't alert me in this area. So this is a Nest Cam outdoor. In this particular case, it's attached and we've got some piping running down the side here to keep the wire inside. It's got a magnetic base which makes it very easy to install. You just have to screw the base into the wall. The outdoor camera has a different design. It's got a magnetic base which you can pull apart, which has got a really strong magnet, and it's got a 7.5 meter wire which has got a transformer in the middle which can be placed outside your house. And because it's magnetic, you can adjust the position and move it around. And this is a really strong magnet. Don't worry, nobody's going to pull it off the wall, or there's no chance of a bird landing on it and knocking it off, as long as it's out of range of obviously somebody being able to reach it. However, even if somebody did get close enough to it, don't forget, as soon as it sees somebody, it will alert you and tell you that they're there, and that footage will already be in the cloud. Having Nest Aware definitely helps, but you can always watch live and you never have to miss anything, even if you don't have Nest Aware. Let's talk about the IQ cameras now and the Nest Video Doorbell. The IQ cameras have more intelligence. What that means is they have what Nest calls familiar face alerts. They will let you know when they see a specific person coming or going from your home that you set up yourself. And that intelligence means that you can get more, and that means you can know when your parents are coming and going, your children are coming and going, if the dog walker's there, if there's a delivery from your favorite delivery courier. You'll be able to know all about it very happily, very easily, without even needing to look at the video footage, because it will pop up on the screen and tell you who is there. That's a really cool feature of the IQ cameras. This is a Nest Cam IQ indoor camera with a Google Assistant. Okay Google, what is the weather today?
Tonight in Eastbourne, it's predicted to be 13 degrees and clear.
And as you can see right now, this is on the wall. It comes with a bracket to attach to the wall as well, but it can be sitting on your desk, just like a Pixar lamp from the introduction to their movies. The IQ indoor camera looks a bit like the Pixar lamp from the movies, as you can see. It's got a very interesting design. It's designed to be put on a table or on a desk, but it does come with a mount so you can put it on the wall if you want to. With the IQ indoor camera, you can say, "Hey Google," and speak to it because it has a Google Assistant built into it, which is really cool. It doubles as a separate Google speaker, except for it's important to know that it doesn't play music back. This is a Nest Cam IQ Outdoor, and as you can see it has a different design from the other Nest Cam. Instead of having a magnetic base, it has a metal base which you drill into the wall, just like a more traditional camera. It runs off USB Type-C power, whereas a Nest Cam Outdoor has a USB, standard USB, which is sealed for weatherproofing, and the power supply is designed to go outside. With this, it's designed to be connected inside. And you can see the adjustable neck there. The Nest IQ camera outdoor is very different to the outdoor camera. It's got a different design, it's much more substantial, it's much more weighty, and it's designed with a much higher quality sensor. The IQ cameras have a 4K HDR sensor. The image quality is a big differentiator between the IQ and the standard cameras. Although it's important to know that all of the Nest cameras record in 1080p full HD, and they all look fantastic, the IQ cameras can do a lot more with the image quality because they have that HDR, which means that when it's a really bright day and the sun is shining at the camera, it means that you can still see very clearly what's going on. And when it gets dark in the evenings and it's like dusk, and most cameras will turn to night vision, the Nest IQ cameras don't need to worry about that because they're able to see with HDR. And how that works is they take a bright image, they take a dark image, they combine that together to make that perfect, easy to see video footage, which is brilliant in the daytime when it's bright and sunny, or in the nighttime just before it gets dark. And of course, they have face recognition built in. There's no Google Assistant on this particular camera. That's saved for the indoor IQ camera only. Here you can see a Nest Hello Video Doorbell and a Nest Yale lock. This is the Nest Hello Video Doorbell, and you can see how it's attached to the wall. It's got a very nice, elegant design. You can see the camera in the top there. Just underneath the camera is the infrared LEDs for night vision. And then you've got the button underneath with a white light around it so you can see very clearly, and the status light at the top there. Nest Hello is the video doorbell that Google Nest makes, and it's probably the most exciting out of all of the cameras because it has the functionality of the IQ cameras with familiar face recognition with an HDR sensor, but it's also a doorbell. So it has double functions. It works as a standard doorbell, somebody ring the doorbell just like a normal doorbell that you would expect, but it also has the video functionality and the intelligent alerts built in. And even better, it works with your Google Nest speakers to announce who's at the door, and with the Google Nest Hub it will actually show you who's at the door.
Someone ones at front door.
I would always recommend a Nest Hello video doorbell because it does the same as the IQ cameras. The quality isn't quite as high because the sensor is different shape, but it's very similar. The Nest Hello has a 4:3 aspect ratio, which means that it will capture all of a person at the door, sideways and height, which means it will see the courier at the door, for example. The standard Nest cameras and the IQ cameras have a 16:9 widescreen ratio, which means that you can see very clearly everything that's going on, but they're not optimized for somebody being at that door. That's a huge differentiator between the products. Lots of other cameras and doorbells don't actually even take that into consideration. The Nest Hello video doorbell also has other features which are really helpful and thoughtful, such as something called quiet time, which is do not disturb for your front door. It means if somebody rings a door, your phone won't alert you, your Google Nest speakers won't alert you, the chime won't ring, and you can set that between any time up to 3 hours. So if you don't want to disturb your baby or your dog, you don't have to worry about somebody ringing the doorbell, but you will still get an alert to your phone, even though it won't make a noise, so you know there's somebody there, which is really useful and helpful. With Nest Hello, it's really important to realize it has the functionality of the standard cameras built in as well. That means as soon as it sees a person coming near into its view, it will alert you straight away. It doesn't even need to wait for somebody to press the door. And the person alerts, which are part of Nest Aware, means you don't get alerts for a car driving past or a cat in your street. It will only literally alert you for a person. And that is a really useful feature. And then if you don't want that, you can of course turn it off so you only get alerts when somebody presses the doorbell. Let's talk about Nest Aware. Nest Aware is a video subscription that you need in order to take advantage of the intelligent cloud features of the Nest cameras. Now you do get certain features standard built into the cameras. For example, with a standard Nest indoor-outdoor camera, you will get alerts for any motion and any activity. However, with Nest Aware, it takes it to the next level and you'll get person alerts, so they only alert you when they see a person. With the IQ cameras and the Nest Hello video doorbell, there's already person alerts built into the hardware on those cameras, so you don't need to pay for that. But if you want to have the face recognition through familiar faces, then that is part of Nest Aware. Don't forget, the recording is also part of Nest Aware. Now there's 2 tiers of Nest Aware. For £5 a month, or the equivalent in US, you can get up to 10 days of video alerts. So what that means is if there's activity or motion, you'll get an alert to your phone and you can watch it back. For £10 or the equivalent in US dollars, you can have 10 days of continuous recording, and that means you never miss anything, plus an additional 60 days of alerts for motion and activity on top of that. And don't forget, these Nest Aware subscriptions are for all of the cameras in your home. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 or you have 10, they will cost the same amount, either £5 or £10 a month, depending on what you want. And for most of these cameras, you do get a month's free trial of Nest Aware, with the exception of the Nest Hello video doorbell. So you can try it out first and see what you think. As with anything that is recorded to the cloud, you can download it and save it to your phone. You can delete it as well if you want to. It's your data, nobody else has access to it, and it's 100% secure and encrypted for you. So don't worry about security. It believes that if your customers can't trust you, then why would they be your customers? And so it's really important to know that access to the app to log in is secure and requires 2-factor authentication. So nobody can just guess your password, even if it was in an online leak, because you used the same kind of password that you shouldn't have done over and over and over again. Your data is secure with Nest, and that should give you peace of mind. So it doesn't matter what your camera is watching, whether it's your family or your business, you will always be safe and your data will always be safe and secure for you alone. To sum up, the Nest cameras exist for a variety of different reasons. If you want to have indoor alerts just for people, or outdoor alerts, or if you want face recognition, you can have those with the Nest cameras. The Nest video doorbell is fantastic as well for seeing who's at the door. And so no matter what your needs, there's something for everyone. I would strongly recommend a Nest camera if you're thinking about security. I think they're the best there are on the market. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.